everybody, welcome back. And let's talk about Bilt, because Bilt's June rent day promotions are out. Folks might be starting to get concerned, but don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Let's talk about it. So rent day for June has been announced. There are brunch experiences in a number of cities across the US. That's not going to affect a large number of people. Depending on your Bilt status, you can get early access to these brunch experiences. They start around $50 and something like 4,000 Bilt points. But that's not the big thing. The big thing that was announced is the focus on Bilt neighborhood dining. That is the new Bilt dining program that is in association with Seated and, Rewards Network, as well as what Bilt is doing in terms of building out their dining infrastructure as well. If you're Bilt Blue or Bilt Silver, you're going to get 5 times points at these locations on June 1st. If you are Bilt Gold or Platinum, you're going to get 10 times points. And since it's rent day, you are going to get double dining points on the Bilt MasterCard as well. So 6 times points. You will earn either 11 points per dollar, depending on your status, or 16 points per dollar, depending on your status. Now, a number of Bilt Reward Network and Reward Network restaurants, you'll have to choose between Bilt or your preferred Reward Network points if you're not using your Bilt card. So I use the Chase Sapphire Reserve in the Bilt wallet. I can also add my Hilton Honors card as well as my autograph card or whatever, and I can stack where I get 3 times points with the card or 5 times Hilton points with my Hilton card, and then 5 times points with Bilt. Now, if those cards are associated with other dining programs like True Blue or Marriott Eat Around Town or Hilton Honors Dining or AA Dining or Delta Dining, or you get it, right? If they're associated with another account, you'd have to choose whether or not it's going to go to Bilt or going to go to this other account. Now, I would say your best bet, unless you are locked into one account and one account only, shout out Lonnie and United Airlines, unless you are dedicated to one program, go with Bilt because you want to build up your Bilt points because they're also transferable, as well as your Chase or Wells Fargo points or American Express or Citi or Capital One, right? So those are all great to put into your wallet to earn double points, to earn 2 sets of points on the same purchase. Great stacking opportunity, solid for you. And if they're also on anything outside of Rewards Network that you can attach your card to, maybe you can get even more cash back, something like Upside or Seated or something like that. There may be concern because Bilt hasn't done another transfer bonus since their last transfer bonus in February with Aeroplan. Going back through the history of Bilt Rent Day since they started, they've only done transfer bonuses 7 times. And of those 7 times, they've only had unique transfer bonuses with Hawaiian Airlines, IHG, which they did twice, Virgin Red, which they did twice, Flying Blue, which they did twice, Aeroplan, and Emirates. So it's not a typical thing. Now, it's great when it comes around, and I'm really hoping to see Hilton be a huge transfer opportunity when it's Hilton's turn, if Hilton chooses to make it its turn. But you haven't seen Marriott or Hilton or Hyatt jump onto the transfer bonus train. Maybe Bilt is negotiating that with them. I don't know. But again, Bilt is the only program where you have access to 4 major hotel chains in terms of being transfer partners. And it's the 4 biggest that everyone will talk about. That's IHG, Hilton, Hyatt, and Marriott. Now, if they add Choice and they add Wyndham, the world's their oyster, right? So it's only happened 7 times. So I would be remiss to say that, it's a privilege, it's a right for all Bilt holders to get transfer bonuses. It's absolutely not. Bilt has also done status match challenges with United Airlines when they introduced United Airlines as a transfer partner and World of Hyatt. Now, they haven't done those either. I think what's been happening behind the scenes this year is, and I'm kind of using the interview that Call Me Lonnie, again, shout out Lonnie, did with Richard Kerr at Bilt, to kind of that they are looking at using this year as a continue to build the infrastructure year. They got a huge round of VC money toward the beginning of the year when they added Kenneth Chenault to the board of directors, as well as Roger Goodell, which was dumb, but whatever. Kenneth Chenault is now the director of the board, and he's coming from American Express after his retirement from American Express. I know he sits on a couple other boards, but being the chairman, he's actually going to be doing some work with Bilt. So there's that. There's the fact that in the interview that Lonnie had with Richard, they also talked about mortgages and mortgages potentially coming. That takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of negotiation. So they could be negotiating away from the award side of things where, we've got specialists talking on the travel side, getting you 200% transfer bonus if you are Bilt Blue to Hilton. Not happening. Instead, they're focusing most of their effort on building up these relationships and getting someone to agree to mortgage and start putting those terms into contract so that they can introduce it later this year. This is pure speculation on my part, but it would make a lot of sense that that is what Bilt could be doing right now instead of giving us major transfer bonuses for this quarter. Now, again, the last time I addressed this, I said it's probably going to be seasonal going forward. You'll have your winter peak, you'll have your summer or fall peak of travel, and those are when the transfer bonuses are going to be the most useful to folks. All right, and so that, it's not April and you're doing a speculative transfer to Hawaiian Airlines, while Hawaiian Airlines may or may not get bought up by Alaska. That merger may not get finished anytime soon because we don't know what's going on there. Or you're doing a speculative transfer to Alaskan, or you're doing a speculative transfer to Turkish Miles and Smiles or Avianca Life Miles. They've added a bunch of partners. Now, the big thing for them, I think, is going to be getting those new partners to also agree to the transfer bonuses, because it can't always be Virgin, it can't always be Flying Blue, it can't always be IHG. And I'm sure those companies that have done it at least twice are probably thinking it can't just be us. So there's got to be stuff going on in the background. I'm sure they're also looking at continuing to build out their infrastructure, building out neighborhoods, adding to the neighborhood program, whether it's going to be grocery stores or a grocery multiplier or wholesale multiplier or something along those lines. Or, using cards in your Bilt wallet and using those on mobile wallet could get you Bilt points as well. I don't think that's coming any at all, but stick with me, right? They are probably taking this year as a continue to build the infrastructure, continue to make it a rewarding program, and continuing to show their members why they want to why they want to keep spending towards status, why they want to keep earning towards status, because they want to make status a thing to strive for, keep you in the ecosystem, keep you loyal, and get you spending more through their wallet or getting the Bilt MasterCard regardless of if you're a renter or not. And I think that they're making those moves behind the scenes in order to really have like a blow the doors off type year, whether it's 2025 or 2026. Like, it might be a long-term project. You'll probably get one or two more phases of transfer bonuses. But again, since they launched it at the end of 2022, they really haven't done too many transfer bonuses. There's been 7 total that I went back and counted. One of which was a collection of IHG, Flying Blue, and Virgin Red. And I think that was in January, if I remember correctly. So in January, you had 3 options. February, you got Aeroplan. A couple months before, in November, you had Emirates. And then before that, there was the first Virgin Red, there was Flying Blue, and there was IHG all separately. I think you're going to see you might see more status matches potentially. Sign up for Marriott Gold because they hand that out like candy, or sign up for Hilton Gold and, spend as many nights as you need to and hold gold for a year, or triple that number. I don't know if they're going to do a mattress from, but I would still keep betting long on Bilt just because what they're building, taking the time to build, they're doing it right by doing it slowly. Now, I know it's not immediate gratification, but I do think it's going to be worth it, especially for those who are Bilt Gold and Bilt Platinum. And they're going to give their silver members a reason to spend to gold, and they're going to give their blue members a reason to spend to silver or gold, and they're going to give those gold members reasons to want to spend to platinum, and maybe they'll jack up the spending requirement for platinum at some point just to make sure that they don't hit the problem of if everybody's platinum, nobody's platinum. But I've gone on long enough. I did want to just highlight Lonnie's interview that he did with Richard Kerr was very, very informative in terms of kind of like reading between the lines. They're setting up mortgage. They're taking their time and trying to get that right. They're setting up a whole bunch of things with the infrastructure. And once the infrastructure is in place, and if your city, if you're Chase, if you're American Express, if you're Wells, if you're Capital One, look out, because once they have it built, unless there's a quick response, Bilt is going to run away with loyalty, maybe. But that's at least 2 or 3 years off. We'll see. But yeah, just wanted to take some time to kind of just give my thoughts on why you're not seeing too many transfer bonuses and expand upon theory that they're only going to do it at peak times, and they need to start diversifying which partners are lining up for those transfer bonuses. I can see Hilton and Alaska, since they have new expanded partnerships with both apparently, doing those in due time once those are fully set up. But that's going to do it for this one. If you like what I do, hit the like and subscribe button down below. We are less than 100 away from 1,000. Still can't believe that. Check out the pinned comment down below for other ways to support the channel. I've got referrals for Chase Sapphire cards, Chase Ink cards, Hilton cards from American Express. That link is at the very top. It'll be bit.ly/Hilton Free Night. You'll get the free night offer at least on the Surpass card, which is a pretty strong card and gives you Hilton Gold. And I have a Bilt link as well somewhere down below. So if you're interested in joining Bilt, that would be helpful to me as well. If you like what I do, again, hit subscribe, hit the like button. Let me know down below if you think your thoughts on Bilt right now. But yeah, going to be videos on the screen somewhere here or here as I talk for the last 5 seconds. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Check out those videos and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.